It's the weekend, son. Yeah, rare. Extra rare. I'm feeling wild today. Yeah, I'm just working on this song that I fell into a mix hole, which I tend to call um, when all the levels somehow get inexplicably quiet, and then I have like a limiter on everything, like groups bring it back up. So I'm trying to undo what I had done to it. I don't know how that happens. I keep better awareness of that. So anyways, I got this song. So just trying to, work polish, clean it up, maybe hang out with some peeps. Thanks for the clicks. If you're here listening, watching, feeling, tasting, we're gonna just get into mixing and just straight hanging out on a Saturday morning. So yeah. Anyway. Oh. A little bit of trouble getting these chords to sit. It's a little bit better. Play this patch a little bit. Save the chords though before I do that, in case I don't like where it comes to. K.I.S.S. Okay. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's a little bit more distinct now, some FM. This envelope is sort of a little delayed attack, comes right back down. Oh, mess with this fill. Just resample. There's so many tracks in this project, it's pretty obvious that I have not really worked on condensing and organizing it too much, which is a really important thing to do for your mix. Scope, where we at? 70? Okay. Let's get it, All right. So let's see what's up with Razor's vocoder. I always have a little bit of trouble remembering how to get this chain set up. Do the output to the audio track, I'm pretty sure. Reactor FX is involved at some point. Might have to do a quick Google. Let's see. I think I got it right so far, though. Let's see. It's vocoder. Okay. Now 72 available. Yes. Oh, wrong track. Okay. So, what key is this song in? I do not know. That's a... I actually have it in my phone. Song data, okay. B, it's in B. Yep. Okay, so where are we at? Here, where did that track go? Okay, a little bit. Okay, here it is. So, let's see if we get this armed. Just gonna put a B in here. That's not a B. Okay, that's B. Let's see. Okay, so there we go. Mess with that patch a little bit. Actually gonna try and just do it from scratch. Not completely sure. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. I don't think we need oscillators. Oh, I guess we do. Never mind. Can't really understand. Let's get it. Oh, where'd it go? Yeah. Oh. We do like a glide up to the next B, or down. Yeah. That sound is a little bit basic right now. So if any of these will help increase like clarity. Let's go down to F sharp. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try just a little B, I guess. Let's see. Super low. this. Listen to Let's Get It 1,000 times in a row. It doesn't even sound like words anymore. Get different waveform. See, the one that would most resemble a human voice would be a saw wave. At least it's most basic. I don't know. Oh. Kind of sounds not good. I don't know, man. Maybe it's better off by itself without the vocoder. But anyways, I mean, if you didn't know how to do that, use the vocoder and Razor. There you go. It's kind of fun. You can play chords and stuff. You can record your own voice. Get some fun effects. Patches are pretty sweet to play with too. I just want to try the stock. Pitch tracker. Okay. Okay, where are we at? Okay, so yeah, so still kind of lame. Maybe. So it doesn't even sound like words really, but yeah, I don't know. We'll just call it good. That's fine. And nothing wrong with a little experimentation though. Sometimes you gotta run into those dead ends. Sometimes mixing is like the expression herding cats. So these little bits, at least in the way that I write music. Make all these different little bits to be somewhat. We have this one from a listener submission. Mr. Joseph Pine, shout out. He sent me quite a bit of stuff. I like that a little bit better. But yeah, you can see that like that shouldn't have to be a -18, so there's something afoot. The vocal chop sounded quiet. Random bass noises that are just real quiet. This guy, yep. Yeah, the master that I made for this song, when I played it out like the beginning of the month, I think was really just overloaded on the like sort of the high end, some pretty harsh frequencies in it listening back. Alright, where's my hi-hat? It's vanishing. No wonder, year 26. So much processing on the master. Just get rid of all of it. I believe this is just going to be a low and high hard tracks. Yeah. Kind of funny when you add an EQ like this. If you have Pro Q2, try it out. Do like a mastering cut where you cut out 20 hertz and then everything above 20,000. It's helps prevent aliasing. You know, you might have some rogue frequencies coming through above 20K that you're not going to want. So make sure to use linear phase. Really tightens things up. Like, I feel like I could hear a difference. It might just be in my mind. I feel like it kind of tightens up, like, location. You can almost, what's the word? What is the word? Things just kind of solidify. So that, I guess that's part of the problem, is when I add a glue compressor, it kind of undoes all your actual levels and just flattens everything out. So try and mix the drums without it. Let's see if it helps. Let's see. I feel like it's cutting a corner. So I have this snare group, I think, or percussion group within the drum group. It's a lot of stuff. It's a giant group. It's mostly snare elements, though. Don't know why that synth is in the drum group. That happens, though. What up, C-Nopes? How you doing, man? Beautiful Saturday here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So the hi-hat is now super loud. Oh boy. Yeah, I've just been kind of streaming willy-nilly lately, because a lot of the songs that I wrote are getting to their final phases, so I just will hop on and like polish. There's like, I don't even know, like 12 to 15 that I dig. I want to put together on some type of album. So getting that together, listening and like taking notes on stuff. Oh boy, open hi-hat. Oh, it's a ferocious open hat. It's got the filter delay. Yeah, I'm trying to think about like localizing. I think that's a word that I couldn't think of before, but localizing sounds, stuff, the right elements to be in mono and all that's because there's so many options. I mean, if you've ever worked on a song, you know that it's endless possibilities as far as knowing where to put stuff in the mix. And I can finally actually hear all the other percussion that I added on this classic drum rack. All the sounds from like classic drum machines. Try the old scattered cymbal. There's that ARP. Okay, I feel like this one. Keep it in the middle. Whoa. Oh, that's the synth. So I kind of need serum effects. Well, buddy, you do need the oscillators. Let's see. That's a good question. It has to be mono. I mean, generally, like, I have a 420 ratio somewhere. Oh yeah, what's up? Go to, bro, to make it the dankest compression. You gotta set your ratio to 420. I mean, generally, like, the main snare, I feel like should be in mono. Just sounds cleaner. I don't know, like, it's tough. I feel like main elements, generally, if you can test things out and put them in mono and hear that they sound still pretty full in the mix, you know, the frequencies are there, it feels like alive and moving, then it's... See, like, that patch just got annihilated by going into mono. Okay, that's better. That sounds cute. Kick generally, yeah, I would say as a rule of thumb, slap that kick straight into the middle of the stereo. Right in the middle channel. At least like the low end, like less than 100 hertz. You can kind of play around with it, like I was doing here with trying to make it fat. Let's see. Let's see how that sounds. Kind of like it. That drive. I configured the decay. Okay, yeah. Let me hear what the kick sounds like by itself, because sometimes that tail is... Ooh. Kind of nice. It's very fat. I added those sweeps up. Checked on that subwoofer. That's pretty cool. Let that kick live a little bit bigger. Let's see. I don't want to conflict with that low saw bass. Bring it back down. It'd be good to actually put those tracks together. Now they're so far apart. It's gonna take a millennia to drag one to the other. Okay, so what I will do instead of that, where'd my kick go? Just copy the MIDI here. And just so we can see where the kick is hitting. Oh, maybe I should do it the other way around actually, because the kick is the thing that I want to change, not the bass. So, all right, redo, rewind. Okay. Oh yeah, welcome back, Senor Peanut, the hero of Memorial Day. Hope you are well. I like the longer kick. I think that really adds some warmth to the mix overall. I think this decay a little bit more. Make that one long as heck. oh boy. I mean, there's nothing else happening there. Oh. I also, pro tip, if you hate the S key like I do, you can circumvent its infuriating feature of closing all your tracks and removing your view by, well, what I figured is you could just, instead of making it close all the tracks and condense everything, just attach it to the play button, and then it just sort of becomes like a benign start and stop. And you won't, when you're trying to hit the A key to get into automation mode, you won't accidentally end up hitting the yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not an open all, there's only close all. It's annoying because you can't immediately undo. You have to like go back and take the 5 seconds to find what you were just working on. So yeah, let's make it attached to the play button. It'll stop closing everything. And then you can just, you know, have 2 space bars. That's true, but that's so many more clicks. What is this? I had some acapella here. Oh, nothing apparently. Okay. I think I had some like. Oh yeah. I forgot about this. I love the way the noise sounds when you just hit the beginning of that the kick MIDI and it triggers noise burst. Yeah, it sounds way better with that longer kick. I like it. I like it. Chubby. Let's make it sweep up a little bit. That's a nice little movement. Oops. Replicate that little bounce again. So, plus another MIDI. Mix is already sounding way better than I had it my last export. Way bouncier and just better on the ears. Check how wide a track is. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I would say that had I gotten Ozone once again, I would just jump straight to their imager. Let's see. Let's test out the gentle chords here. As far as meters go, you could definitely do something like a Lysagius to visually see where it's at, or yeah, stereo imager. You can use the width knob on utility to sort of, I guess, help hear it. I don't know. And that's a good question, because like I'm not sure exactly how to quantify panning and width. You know, like most plugins will just have like a width setting that goes from 0 to 100, so you can assume that. I mean, if you have something separated, like using the convolution module in Trash, or you know, the spread function on like Operator, I don't know if maybe it's just a matter of the width values. Like you can do it with what is it, filter delay, by taking, you know, specific filter bands and just panning them out left and right and turning off delay feedback. I think this might help. Let's see if that bass mono helps. A little bit of clipping, but it's not too egregious. But the open hats, maybe the hi-hats in general, is still a bit much. This little pump, it's this random, but to give away my sampling and get some lawsuits. Ableton samples, acapellas, Lil Meta featuring Lil Boosie. That's what it's from. I'm pretty sure that's the one that I used here. Little Boosie. Yeah, I never heard of either of those guys. Something I still have trouble with for sure is like high end of the sort of, you know, like 1K to like 10K range especially, and balancing that, knowing where to put that in the stereo image, how loud it should be. I don't have an answer really. I think I'm getting better at it. Just making stuff sound like pleasant. Yeah, it's because it's hard to know, like, for this track it sounds, what will sound good for the sounds I'm using, and like where in the spectrum should they sit so that they feel like natural, and have some like headroom. You know, I feel like an important part of headroom is not boosting the sort of high end too much, because it makes it feel like it's too close to you almost, or like depth. There's some cymbal hit here that's violating the, yeah, what I was just talking about. Bring it down, it's at 26. Let's see. So it's like, still want to hear it, but I feel like you can cut out more high end than you think. At least that's for me. Like, you don't really notice what's not there, you know? Oh, that's the entire drum track. Honestly, still benefits from a high cut. For a a lot of sounds, you can really roll off from 10K to 20K, and it just helps, lets you boost it a bit more. Definitely still getting better and practicing keeping the volume real low when I mix. So I developed a bad habit of not doing that when I first started making music, and yeah, kind of have a fear of hearing loss for sure. Although I think I've avoided it. I don't have tinnitus, so you know, that's good. That's a victory. Yeah, it's high end sounding more balanced now. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, this rim is still pretty sharp. Let's high cut it a little bit using the built-in filter. Built-in filter. That's a fun combination of words. Yeah. Definitely a red flag, like if you're mixing and you end up with like 20, you know, it's just so many effects, like EQs, compressors, stereo widths. That's generally a sign that you're doing something wrong. Like you shouldn't have to work so hard to get it to sound right. Taylor. Nice. Pop it. Pop the links in there, boy. If you want to share with the Discord group, I should just like have that copied before I start my sessions. Oh, okay, can't find the app. Okay. Discord's been pretty quiet lately. Copy. But people will just like hunt down this link and come in the group and just like be like, follow me on Twitch. I'm making art. Okay, see now we're getting all kinds of. Okay, so here's the Discord. I don't do feedback on the air, so you know if you want to hop in the Discord, there's some fellow humans there that you know may lend an ear to your creation. Hopefully you get a little bit more ears and activity going on in there. I like the idea of having a sort of a feedback group, creative, like a workshop. That's my goal. I heard the author Chuck Palahniuk talking about his workshop, his writing workshop. He's a great author, by the way. Shout out to Chuck Palahniuk. Anyways, like, yeah, it just made me think of how great it would be to have more of that type of thing for music producers. Like, you know, physically it would be awesome if people could like come to a place and meet up, and like all talk and hang out, because like actually hanging out with people is just, you know, it's totally different than chatting online and stuff. Share projects, share ideas, share creativity, like try things together, challenge each other, and talk about ideas. So I don't know, but that's my dream for the Discord server, I guess, to keep talking about the production challenge. Still haven't gotten it off the ground, though I have a lot of ideas for things that we could try. I just trying to think of a more formal way to actually execute it. That ARP sounds way cooler. You take the comb filter And instead of letting the stereo sort of spread out, consolidate it all back to mono, you get that nice phasing. Where is that shit? We haven't even gotten to the chorus yet. I've been streaming for a hot second. Should we listen? Pan on the chorus sections. We don't have that vibrating crash cymbal. So this part's definitely going to need some compression. Like I said, it's like herding cats. There's so many different elements that I'm gonna have to go through one at a time. And why do I do this to myself, man? I love it. I love it though. See, I feel like this guy is so just distorted. Maybe a little bit too wide. Let's go mono. Full mono. Try to notch the low mids, see if that helps. And then that snare hit. It's early or something. It's always bugging me. So there's something there. Let's see, is it this? Yeah, for sure it's that. Okay, oh, okay. Let's do some double claps. Yeah. Kind of fun. Make them real tight though. Yeah, I like that bass better in mono. It's tighter. We're talking about localization, man. You can localize it now. Hear it. It's like, I feel like with mono, it's almost like your brain doesn't, like, you bypass the sort of localization step, and it's more directly just hearing it. Maybe that's part of the appeal of having your main sounds in mono. And then putting the temporal or like ephemeral stuff that happens momentarily kind of in the stereo. Let's pop this bad boy back in the center channel. That's putting up some good numbers today, man. Still never broken 10, but we hit 8 for a second. That was dope. Okay. That's a little bit better. Alright, Mr. Harp. Mr. Harp! This section is so just chunky and slow. It's going to be real important to just maintain clarity of stuff so that it doesn't feel like it's slowing down or getting super like... This mix is a weird one, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm good at giving myself excuses not to start things. So the short answer, Mr. Peanut, is yes. I'm still waiting. And I have a lot of ideas for it. You know what? I feel like it's just a matter of starting it and seeing, just figuring it out as we go. That's probably it. I'm traveling a lot this summer, so I've been like, well, I'm not going to be able to. But that's, it's just nonsense. It's just nonsense. It's my mind being like, I don't want to do stuff. But I still want to do it, and it's not because I don't want to start new projects. Because I feel like it would be fairly simple to just, at least for the sort of weekly or bi-weekly challenges, to do to compartmentalize those and specifically sort of not intend to develop it into full songs. But that's a very hard thing to tell yourself, because it's often times that you're just playing around, you're trying new stuff where you get struck with inspiration. So, which is, that's kind of the whole point of challenging yourself to do something new. Glue compress this saw bass a little. Okay, sounds. There we go. I love this range button. I've been all over it lately. Now we get a little bit of that more high end coming out that I probably try to cut out. Yeah. Sounds a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. Oh, okay, so the higher frequencies are just completely clipped off. probably mostly the kick that's just clipping. Alright, just gonna try this. It may not work. Try the chorus. And then consolidate low end back to the middle. Losing its power. Phasing. No one can escape phasing. It's kind of cool though. Sort of width down a little bit. I'll listen to it. I'll leave it. Kind of into it now. I can't hear that at all. Let's see what's going on with this group. Blasty. Yeah, it needs some, I think probably to cut out the low mids a little bit. Probably low end altogether. You know, I didn't do any EQing. We'll cut the big, needs some more compression. Yeah, come here, buddy. Come here. Glue them? Should we glue them? Yes. So yeah. The spaciousness is coming from the fusion, the chorus from FM8. I really like this one. Yeah, turn the feedback all the way down. This is a sweet module. Look how it sounds. May help. I've really been digging the frequency range of the hi-hat. So it's kind of toss of the dice. That's good. Sir. refix the screw compressor because it is useful for helping assuage. Never remember how to pronounce that word, assuage. I think that's it. Thanks. Okay, so I didn't mean to do this. Start from 0. Ooh, I like that hi-hat more already. Lazy hi-hat. Might do me some good to actually quantize it. Maybe that would help move this thing along. Crazy with my side chaining sometimes. Ooh. Let's get that gong out of this group. It doesn't belong there. There we go. Fix that clap, it's a little bit sharp. Yeah. Okay. Cymbal super loud. Along with that glass layer. Ah, there's so many layers. I got a problem, man. Alright. I'm also not totally convinced on the big sort of growl bass. Where are we at? This guy. The notch filtering. It's kind of fun though. Probably a little bit too, I don't know, the low mids feel a bit boxy. Let's see. Yeah, let's just cut it. Oops. And that thing, whatever the heck I did. I really don't know. Let's see. It's very loud though. Kind of sounds weird. I don't know why it sounds like so comb filtered. Just EQ8. Okay. Okay, just for fun. So LFO. Map to that notch. Oh. Too much depth. Let's see. Offset. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, okay. Not totally sure why the hi-hat's kind of going in and out. So abrasive. Let's move on to this bubbly, soft part. You got our seeds rattling. Oh, this one seems to be so. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more of that texture. Alright, this ride needs to chill. Classic drum and bass sound. I'm really pleased with the way this patch turned out. Got that clock percussion. It's a little bit loud. Where are we at? Ah. Wow. Can't find it. Oh, there we go. This must be it. Yeah. Where'd my reverb send at? What are you doing? That's nice. Alright, so now I've got this panning, stretched out thing. It needs a bit of EQ though. Yeah, this whole bit up here is not too fun. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Do bell. Just kind of cut out this. Yeah. Definitely don't need that stuff. Don't know why. Oh, there's like some weird. Oh. Yeah, like what? There's some clave sound that is getting on my dang nerves. Claves are so hard to mix. Hard cowbell hit. Okay. I mean, it's not terrible. It's kind of silly. Alright. Honestly, a pretty good snare. Yeah, still not convinced by the chorus on that saw bass. I'll give it some time. I'll think about it. Sometimes you just gotta think on it. Okay, don't know why that's happening. super loud clave. Might even not need it. Yeah, it works better without it. Okay, that's a weird choice. Yeah, I can actually hear it now. What this? Oh, the echoey chords. Wow, I checked the low end on this spectrum analyzer here. See if all these sine hits are coming in around the same. With the kick here, -6. Ooh, that's looking good. It's about -6 decibels less than the kick, which is pretty good target. Place the over-the-top compressor with the glue. Give me that glue. Come on, guy, give me that glue. Ooh, wow. Yeah. That's better. Alright, C-Nopes. Peace out. Yeah, enjoy your Memorial Day. And yeah, I'll see you next time with something else, probably. Something different. Something that has music in it. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Alright, so it feels like these first chords are a bit quieter. Try and mono the vocals. I don't know, I have been indecisive about where they should be. It's a cool texture. Oh, I like the way that snap sounds. It happens too early. Is it you? It's a little bit much of a kick, huh? Oh! Pesky Clave again. Yeah, it's probably boosted too much. That's better. Yeah. It's really weird when you're like working, you know, your workstation, you've spent many hours there, and you suddenly get deja vu, because it's like, well, it makes sense, right? Because you're like, well, I spent so much time here that it makes sense that I might have had the same sort of like thought pattern or something. It's just really, I guess deja vu is always weird no matter sort of when or how it happens. Okay. Sounding much cleaner. It's amazing what a couple hours can do to a mix. For good or for bad. Thanks for hanging out with me, by the way. Thanks for happening upon my stream and clicking. Big ups to you, man. Big ups. We're having a nice morning, aka afternoon in other places of the world, aka night in even other places of the world. It's a dumb way to say that though, huh? Because morning isn't known as night or afternoon. It just happens to be at the same time. You know what I mean, though. You know what I mean. If you're here, you know what I mean. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Let's work on this interlude bit. Vocals, bring them out a little bit. Might EQ the high end. Yeah, this 5 to 10K range. Oh. Some nice airiness to it. Where's my low cut at? Oh, this is a band pass. Ooh. Okay, switch to my other. I have a new favorite send reverb. The Sports Center. It's pretty long. Okay, get a compression on this a little bit. Yeah, it's sounding tasty. Try and keep those fundamental frequencies. Yeah, that's good. There's this stretch that I have in here. It's originally from Mariah Carey, but I warped her a cappella out. It ended up sounding like Toad falling off of Rainbow Road or whatever level, Mario Kart. Yeah. Toad needs to be rescued. Oh, just swimming in reverb. Alright, let's get that kick to be nice and chunky and long again. Decay is automated here. I'll fix some of these. There are hits that sound much better than others. Take out that slide. Who's doing that? Who's the culprit behind that frequency? Okay, let's see. I found it. So just, let's see. Yeah, I don't need that to happen twice. Shorten this baby. Usually is the glitchy melody to sort of come in on 1. Waits just a second. Let's see. Just stretch it though. It's easy. Yeah. There we go. Ah. Okay, so already hearing several things I need to address. Okay, first of all, this kick. This kick. It's too chunky. Needs to be staccato. Oh. Still, not sure where I'm landing on the vocal EQ. It's weird because I processed it through Quadrant, and I think the delay had an LFO on it, which sort of kicked in some strange clicky like upper end, as well as because I have to deal with the processing on the original recording as well, and then it sort of just got this like weird stereo image. It's kind of like I feel like it's boxy, but then try and EQ out the low mids. Yes, okay, so take. It already feels a little bit more natural. Rule of thumb, like I've been saying before on today's stream and recent ones, I've been finding if I got way too many effects, EQ, compressor, utility, EQ, trash, compression, it's like I've lost the path. I've lost my way. I've strayed from the light of the Lord. We'll just make a rack here and turn it off and see how it sounds just raw. So, okay, it's definitely quieter, but you know, the EQ and stuff, it feels more natural. Yeah. What's I doing? Probably automating mono. Just delete it. Just delete it, man. Just get rid of it. Start from scratch. Easy to redo it. And the second time you do something, it's going to be even better. You know, because you're more knowledgeable the second time around. Just take a glue compressor, see about turning it up, and then I'll just make sure to add a yeah, it's a more audible. I like the high end. We'll just do a low cut, just a simple gain followed by a low cut. Just to make sure there's no weird stuff coming out in the low end from the delay modulation that I did on this acapella. And just for fun. Let's see, join that and just stretch using complex, like the sound of complex. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be good. Where are we at? Join it. Consolidate. All the way to the snare. Alright, that baraka is heinous. I've never really liked it that much. Where's my 808? If I pitch it down, might be more pleasing. Okay, there's a lot of there's many shenanigans to be reined in here. And those pesky claves, why did I ever decide to implement that? Okay, so then I also have a sort of a square wave. I think it came from just operator. Pretty simple. Where is that? Any dirty shit? Let's see. Listen to all of these individually. See if my decisions were still appropriate. Okay, here we go again with the extreme processing stuff. I could automate this. Oh, it turns out I did, and I just undid my automation. Bring down the high end a little. That erosion is out of control. It's kind of hard to hear, though. It's there, but you don't really notice it, because it's like happening within everything else. I have this additional square wave popping in. Kind of redundant. Snaps are obscenely loud. I don't know why they're coming through so much stronger now. Yeah, that Kill the Noise growl. Let's see. And I didn't sample it from him or anything. It just came out to be very similar to the type of shit that he makes. Still feel like there's too much low mid. Put it right in here. Yeah, 150. I never did end up finding that operator thing that I had talked about. I thought it was down here. It's simply vanished. Square, it's not dirty shit. It's base one, with bass, go back, da 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 da. So snaps might be redundant all the way through. Let's see this guy. Yeah. The whole bass group was kind of not coming through as much as it could be. I guess it's not really even in a group. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Okay. It'd be good to probably group all of these heavy sounds together. I tried a lot of different stuff, as you can see, these deactivated clips, turned off tracks. Smash it completely. I mean, if you get the right EQ going. See, that one just sounds quiet. Okay. I just, I don't know. Gee, I don't know. Okay, what is this ARP? How are you sounding, Senor ARP? Quiet. There we go. See, there's a few of these that like, okay. There's a few bass tracks that I still haven't really checked on. These guys, I think it's here. Serum bass group. Okay, yeah, that one's fine. I think that's the only time that happens in the song. And then I bounced. So this is a red flag. -29. That's surely not good. Somehow still loud. Interesting. just crushed. Okay, that seems a little bit better. What did I do to the group? Glue, glue, glue. It's all about the glue. Just delete this because it's not doing anything. It's a little chunkier. See, it's that oozing saw wave right there I was talking about that I, for some reason, cannot find. Oh, big squares. Okay, let's turn it red or something so I know. I should probably organize these and put the bass sounds nearish to each other. Hopefully I'm moving in the right direction. You know, it's also way easier to just cut the track. Okay, here we go. And paste it near the one that you want to be next to. Then you don't have to slowly scroll. Okay, what is this? You know. So, okay, so this is gonna be like trying to organize some stuff. Shouldn't even be in the synth group. Cut. Let's put it in the percussion group. Just paste it here. Okay, ratchet. Super loud now. It's kind of fun to interplay between that and the clock. Bring it up a little bit. Yeah. I can't hear this at all. Let's see. Just do a nice band pass. What is this? Kinda cool. It adds some warmth. different note. I don't know if I really need this instrument in this song. It's always good to have this as a track name. You know exactly what that means. There's some kind of high texture. It only happens at that point in the song. That was pretty long. Ooh, wow, those vocals really changed. I'm just gonna freeze and flatten this track. I really like how those vocals sound on. They're small. Flatten. Blip. Really hear that delay time sort of shifting around. It's a fun little texture. Just have it cut off after that second bar. Oh yeah, this guy. Put it in mono. It's been lost in the mix, but I like it. It sounds good, and I'm not gonna forget about you, Kirby. Yeah. Yeah, sounds way tighter. Definitely clipping. Yeah, clipping a little bit. Okay, so there's a bass sound that happens right on beat 4. I feel like this isn't serving a purpose. Find that bass. Maybe it's this guy. Oh, that's the very last one. So, oh yeah. This was the product of a serum randomization recording session. There's a lot of junk. See how long this recording is? There's a lot of noisy junk. Some good noisy junk. A lot of it, though. I'm just filtering it in. Chill out on the delay on these chords. Pretty intense. Just bring the feedback down. Bring the level down. Yeah, it's a little cleaner. Let's go back to regular bass without the chorus. Alright, glue compressor's jacking up my shiz. Alright. Oh, that darn clave. Back again to ruin my day. It's like the vocals are distorting. Bring the low end back a little bit. You know, it's probably just fine the way it is coming out of Reactor. Better than I would be if I tried to fix it to be something different. Just let the saw wave be a saw wave, you know? Clock percussion is a little bit much. Little bit too much. It's kind of fun. I like the way the 808 cymbals are sounding. They're kind of what is it, airy, breezy. They're up there. They're not abrasive, expressive still. Okay, and then I'm just gonna turn these snaps off. Apparently that's not what's doing it. I need to work on these the secondary chord structure here. those harmonics really come through. Ooh. Some interesting notes in there. I must have stacked some more stuff on top on these on the MIDI. Yeah, wow, that low end. That's a mistake. That's pretty cool. A little feedback. I wish there was a way to automate the slope of this, because it'd be fun to bring it up slowly. I guess I cut it out early here. What happened? Whoa. Oh no. The patch just died. And nothing is coming out. What? Ah. Damn. Alright, well at least I had saved the other one. Chord. That's so weird. I don't understand what just happened. That was... Whoa, still nothing. That's very weird. Okay, let's try and swap out for a new FM8, I guess. Bro, what? Bro, what? Okay, I guess I'll delete it then. This is a mystery. Okay, so we got sound again. That's good. Get back to this other patch. We can get close to where it was. It's a little bit too full down here. The saw bass is sounding way more natural now. This mix is such a challenge. Like those vocals, there's so many things. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, like that is definitely super distorted. Yeah. Alright, I need to take just a short 1 minute break. I'll be right back. Okay. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. I missed you a whole lot. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm close. I think I'm close for the day, at least. I don't know, man. These vocals are quite a predicament. Take them out of the synth group. Because they're like quiet. But then if I try and boost them up to be at the level of the other tracks, they start to distort. Let's see if I just take them out of the synth group. Put them in between. Here, so I don't forget about the... Oh. Paste, please. There we go. Alright, I'm curious to see how this...
Yup.
Oh, okay, so there's a whole nother acapella that I forgot to turn off. Blip, 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 blip. Scroll. Have no idea where this thing is. Wow, that's part of the problem. Having so many tracks, you just get lost in it. Some really quality content. Just combing through my project to find something that I can't remember where it is. Ah, here we go. We'll just delete it. Man, this thing is sounding so much chunkier since I started this morning. Too much. Okay, we still got that stray. Oh yeah, let's bounce over here. Yeah, you can hear the whippiness of the delay time switching so much better. It's way more interesting. I wonder what'll happen if I pan the delay as much, the delay send. It's harder to hear it. Without that delay, it's more acceptable to just keep that envelope tight. This whole chorus is an EQ nightmare. It's probably not as bad as a nightmare. That's maybe a little extreme. How about this whole section is a learning opportunity. Positive language, man. I still want that sweet, sweet sub, but I don't want these troublesome low mid frequencies. I don't know, now it feels real thin. Ugh. Just completely. To avoid having to deal with it, I'll just completely do this, and then do this. Oh god. And then just turn it all the way down. And now the problem's disappeared. The problem's gone. We don't have to worry about it anymore. I mean, honestly though, probably a good choice actually to leave some space there. You can even take the drums out. Just take that snare hit. Yeah, because then it kind of builds, kind of gains and like constructs as it progresses. Like those rim triplets, bro, it's so gangster. I mean, the vocals sound way cleaner though. Okay, but now that bit, we have this super grating layer from FM8, and I guess it's a little bit better. Just need some juice. This guy still feels like it has potential for bigness. Probably just a little bit too much low mid. Bring that back down. And then maybe glue. Maybe the sound can sniff a little bit of that glue. Ooh. Yeah. This guy still feels like it's so quiet in context. It goes all the way through the end of the bar. Might as well just have both of them. Let's see. Check out the soft, the gentle version of the chord pattern. See, it's just sine waves. I think are just panned out pretty hard. Where'd they at? Oh, here it is. Mess with the patch just a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've definitely got that many times since I've been getting into this style of music, that it sounds somewhat like Thriftworks, for sure. But I mean, I feel like more people just need to go into the off-grid territory. It's not really something that, well, at least gets popular. I mean, you know. I think that's mainly because when you're working like sort of off grid and the patterns are a little bit like less quantized, it's sloppier, it's not as energetic, and it's just like off-putting to people initially. But to me, it's like the whole concept of using time as like its own instrument, or like you can mess with the interplay of sounds way more and like have that be sort of a character within the song by itself. It's almost like another dimension that, I don't know, you don't really think about. It sort of is a more subconscious thing, but you feel it definitely like on the dance floor. You know, it's just a totally different type of wow, that changed it. What did I do just now? Honestly, I'm kind of into that super distorted, like we took that bass resample and instead of dealing with the crazy EQ, just blasted totally out of what it was into just pure distortion land. I have a Discord server, Mr. Chord D or Chord. If you would like to hop in there, we have some people. There's maybe like 10 of us who kind of hang out sometimes. See if I could paste it. But yeah, I mean that's generally where like to do feedback, listen to stuff later, because then like I'll remember to look at it after I'm streaming and listen to it at some other point in my day. So if you're into that, I can copy it here. I'll put it in the chat. So yeah, please join us. I was talking about this a little bit earlier, but eventually want to get a creative workshop type thing off the ground using Discord as sort of the main hub for that, for music producers and creative types. Awesome. Welcome to Milk and Cookies. Now I feel like this delay is too much. Man, it'd be fun to do it just to track feedback Twitch stream at some point, like tomorrow maybe. Do a Memorial Day feedback session. Could be fun. Because I get those requests quite a bit. I feel like we haven't really gotten to the end. Yeah, it's just so busy. Let's see. Try taking out some of these sounds once again. See if these chords suddenly got real quiet. Riser. Ah. Alright, I'll make it to 11:52 and call it a day probably. Let's see. Man, weekend's a good time to stream, right? Pretty good numbers today, man. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Thanks for clicking on my thumbnail. Thanks for finding your way to my channel somehow. Thanks for watching me just clean up my junk. Just take it out. Just take it out. Oh, yeah, thanks so much, Mr. Peanut. That's awesome. You're Joseph Pine, right? Remember to connect the names to the usernames. Big ups for the sounds that you've been sending in. They're definitely all over this track. Okay, okay. It kind of works. That just disgusting amount of distortion that kind of works. It's got that attack that's pretty heinous. Ah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's just do a bandpass. That's a little bit better. Or maybe to go past 50 on the low end. Yeah. Let's lighten up the curve a little bit. 48. Yeah. It's like you have a sort of a simple, just blasted square wave followed by a real processed neuro bass thing. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see, ARP and also something else. What is happening there? Okay, that is way too much reverb for a bass sound. We'll just take this bounce from this spot right here. Oh. yeah, the final process, the final stages of my mixing and stuff definitely consists of carving out, removing some of the ideas that I thought were good previously. I completely forgot about this track. This was one of the very first tracks of the whole project. I kind of hear it. Alright, still looking for whatever else is happening here at the end of this bar. Can't seem to find it. Nope, that's off. There's some high-end junk. Ooh, you? I don't think it's this. No. J Pine. Yes. This is a snare layer and all the rest of it. Yeah. Definitely need to bring that hi-hat in to start on the down beat. Where's my drum rack? There we go. Alright. Yeah, I need to get some food. Have not eaten. Ah. Yeah, I feel like I work pretty well when I'm hungry, actually. I definitely work worse when I'm full. Like, the motivation isn't, like, it's funny, like, the creative energy is driven by hunger. Like, I'm not only hungry to succeed in my creative projects, but hungry for sustenance. It's like it's tied. Like, I'm not as motivated when I'm fed. This beginning part, I was kind of going for, like, the sound of, like, a train, like a trolley or something, the pitch down clock. And then the recording of cars driving by that I took in my old neighborhood. Car buys. Actually, I had to do it for post-production class in college. Sounding way closer. Bitspeak. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Bitspeak. I still don't think this gun track is doing anything. Okay, it is. It is doing. I hear the smack comes in sometimes. Real-time pitch excited linear prediction collapse effects. Huh. Interesting. I have no idea what that means. Prediction collapse. Yeah, I don't know. This is good. This is good for today, I think. I'm gonna check out Bitspeak though. I mean, there's a lot of interesting sounding words in that. Bitspeak. I'm gonna write that down. All right. All right. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna sign off for the day. Maybe I'll come back in the morning and do track feedback or something. Think about it. Sunday fun day. All right. Well, happy Memorial Day. In case I don't see you, yeah, just chugging right along in this music. And thanks for coming along for the ride. Senor Peanut. I'll see ya. Thanks for the recommendations. Thanks for the sounds. And I appreciate all of you. If you're hearing this, big ups. Big ups.